Greetings, my friends, and welcome to Once Upon a Pipe. I'm in a very different location than where I would normally film a video. I'm actually in our warehouse, the back part of where my office is here at work. And recently, I happened to stumble upon an old video. It's actually my very first Once Upon a Pipe video that was uploaded to one of my other channels, and thus was not seen by very many people. So interesting thing about that is when I went back and watched that, I read the description of it, and I realized that in that description it kind of says why I started Once Upon a Pipe. So what I've done is I downloaded that video, and I'm going to play it for you here in just a second. But it will give you some insight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the description of that video in this description. So read that description very carefully, and that will help you understand why I originally started this channel. And I think when I started it, it was before I even knew that there was a YouTube pipe community. Once Upon a Pipe really began out of this desire to leave something behind in the way of an image and a voice of myself for my children, because it was after I'd lost my mother in the previous year. My mom passed away in 2010, in December of 2010, and I realized that I did not have any video images, or at least very, very few images or videos of her where I could actually see her face and hear her voice. And I thought, well, I want to make sure that if I pass, which I'm, if Jesus tarries, I'm certainly going to do, that my kids can at least pull up my image and my voice to share with their children someday. And so that's kind of what my original intent was of why I started the channel. It was basically for my kids. And it really started out as kind of being like a devotional channel. So it's grown, and I don't know. Obviously, I still do devotions, or at least have a devotional thought. It's not in every single one of my videos, but I do that, and I think it's healthy for me to remember my original purpose, why I did this, why I started this channel in the first place. And again, this is before I was aware of a YTPC, if you will. So Once Upon a Pipe was not solely for the purpose of talking about pipe stuff. It was more or less for my kids, and to kind of share with them devotional thoughts, because the most important thing that I could leave behind, the most important legacy that I could leave behind for my kids, is that of introducing them to Christ. Even though I have lived and still do live a very imperfect and fallen life, I still want them to know and to strive to know Jesus and to live the best life that they can. So I hope you enjoy this, and let me know what you think. This is me a lot younger, and a lot less gray. But yeah, so I'm glad to share that with you. And as always, I appreciate you tuning in to Once Upon a Pipe. And now enjoy this blast from the past.
I'm filming, Dad.
Oh, well, hey, and welcome to Once Upon a Pipe. My name is Johnson, and the pipe for today is the Savinelli Octavia. This is my go-to pipe, and the aroma will be provided by J.M. Boswell's Handmade Pipes, and it's called Pennsylvania Dutch. I'm also joined by my 3-year-old, by my 5-year-old who just woke up, and my 7-year-old is behind the camera over there.
Filming. I'm filming.
Yes, he's filming. Ideally, this is a quiet time for me. It's a devotional time, a rather meditative time where I can think about what's going on today, and also call upon God for help to make it through the day and to give me strength, because I don't know what this day will hold. And I'd rather ask for his help now than wait till I get right in the middle of some crisis of this day. So let's get started. I want to first share with you from Psalm 121. This Bible is a parallel Bible. It has 4 versions: the King James, the New International Version, the Living Bible, and the New Revised Standard. I prefer to read from the King James, so most of my readings on Once Upon a Pipe will be from the King James. Maybe not all, but most of them. Psalm 121 says this: I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. Hey, I want to encourage you this morning to call upon the Lord for help. May he be your help. It is true that you might be a magnificent man. You may have great strength and great wisdom and great riches. You may be self-sufficient. Are you prideful in that? The Lord is our help. He is my help. And even though you may be able to make it through this lifetime while you're here on earth, doing good things and making lots of money and being successful, at the end of this life, there will come a day when we have to stand before the Almighty God, and our own strength will not be sufficient. We will need help. We will need an advocate. And I am claiming this day, as the psalmist did, that my help comes from the Lord. I want to encourage you to make God your help, to make him your helper, not just today, but throughout the rest of your life. It's very simple, and it does require being humble, but it's not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. A sign of strength to acknowledge that there's someone greater than you. And he is Jesus. Thanks for sharing in this brief moment. This has been Once Upon a Pipe. Have a great day.